Shalom, Kal Loyam, La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone Rule Well, who have taught us knowledge. Honors and salutations to you, fellow laborers that are out there doing the work of truth. Sincerely, Shalom to you and Shalom to the Akhwat that believe as well. Back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, is edifying. And Lord willing, I'll make it quick. I seen this article. And of course, the title caught my attention. And it's from apnews.com. It says ex-CNN producer sentenced to more than 19 years for luring 9-year-old into sex acts. So this guy right here, his name is John Griffin. And he was a former producer at CNN, which is probably the most major news outlet in the so-called America, which is Babylon the Great. And when I first started reading into the article, I thought to myself, how CNN was one of the biggest news stations that were, persecuting R. Kelly and Bill Cosby for these so-called SAs or sexual assault charges, things like that. And it just reminded me, how much they were persecuted, and made to look, like, the lowest of society, when, in reality, you Edomites are really the lowest of the lowest within society, because you're the wicked. And this is proof, every time you accuse Jake of something, the Most High bring out your wickedness, because you are the wicked. You were created to be just that, okay, the wicked. So I'm gonna get into the article. It says Burlington, Vermont, a former CNN television producer who had pled guilty to luring a 9-year-old girl, yes, 9 years old, into illegal sexual acts, was sentenced Tuesday to more than 19 years in prison and an additional 15 years of supervised release during a U.S. District Court hearing in Vermont. Now, how I read across this article was because it was on Blacklisted News. This was not highlighted in the mainstream news media. At Blacklisted News, they catch all those important articles, all right, that are very significant, but they swept under the rug, so to speak. Okay, so the spirit was on me. I was like, let me check out Blacklisted News, and see what's going on here. And I found this, incident, and I, clicked on, source, and of course it was from AP News, okay, which is a major news paper publication. Okay, so let's continue reading. Right, he lured in a 9-year-old girl, man. Okay, how sick is that, man? She wasn't even the flower of her age. All right, you had Bill Cosby. He was dealing with grown women, which a lot of those women, that accused him, it was all a matter of hearsay. All right, and with the R. Kelly, with that Jake, at least he was dealing with, really, according to scriptures, they were women. All right, they were past the flower of the age, meaning that they was already having their cycles. They was technically grown women. Okay, biblically, all right, they're grown women, because the scriptures speak about the flower of a woman's age, when her menstrual starts. Now she's a woman because she can bear children and be married off into a man. See, and that's the reason why R. Kelly would go to the parents, get permission to get with their teen daughter. All right, 15, 16 years old. That's flower of the age, man. They're of age. Okay, that's what that means. They're ready, right? But here, this man is. This is a 9-year-old little girl, man. She's nowhere near. She's nowhere near, her flower of her age, man. This is a little girl, man. Okay, and I can guarantee you, he was one of the main producers behind the scene bringing up all the dirt that he could find on R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, you know. That's what Esau do. All right, that's what the devil does, man. All right, it says John Griffin of Stamford, Connecticut, pleaded guilty in federal court in December to using interstate commerce to entice and coerce the girl to engage in sexual activity at his Vermont ski house. Now look at it. Look how sick that is, man. And that show you how weak parents is today, you know. Let your kids go off with some stranger, man. It says, as part of the 22 plea deal, the government dropped 2 remaining counts of enticement of a minor against Griffin, then 45-year-old. And see, they will never drop charges against Jake like this, man. And the scriptures say they are not in trouble as other men. I'm talking about the Edomites, man, beginning with the elites on down, man. They're not in trouble like you Israelites out there. You so-called Negro and so-called Latino men, you Israelite men. All right, none of these charges will be dropped on you. All right, they'll throw the book at you. All right. Here they're going to drop 2 of the charges. See, it says Griffin had initially pleaded not guilty in 2021. He has been ordered to pay restitution to the victims. According to the plea deal, Griffin met a woman on a website during the summer of 2020 and persuaded the woman to bring her daughter to his Ludlow, Vermont ski home for sexual activity. So that woman should be locked up too. Okay? For giving her daughter to this man. All right? Probably was exchanged for money, more than likely. You know? Griffin paid the woman and girl to fly from Nevada to Boston, picked them up, and drove them to his Vermont home, where the girl said Griffin sexually assaulted her. Court's records say Griffin was arrested on December 10th, 2021, a day after he was indicted by a grand jury. He worked for CNN for about 8 years, but was fired after he was arrested, according to the network. See? It says he also cannot have contact with people under the age of 18, except in the presence of an adult who has been approved by a probation officer and is prohibited from being in areas where children congregate, such as schools, playgrounds, and theme parks, unless approved by the probation office beforehand. So he's a CSC offender, all right, criminal sexual conduct, all right, which he should have been locked the hell up, man. That's a 9-year-old girl, man. All right, goes to show you how you Edomites don't go through persecution like we do. All right, us Israelite men go through way more persecution. All right, because first and foremost, you Edomites, you made up this, penal code, this penal system, all right, to persecute us. All right, and now the Lord is, all right, turning that persecution on you. All right, this is Deuteronomy 37. It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." All right, and who the main ones that persecuted us? All right, you Edomites, okay? That's why you're being put in the spotlight for all your wickedness, man. All right, the Most High is casting you down. Let me get that here in Revelation 10, because that's exactly what's going on. All right, the Most High is casting you down by destroying your society, and then he's going to, cast you all the way down when you rain fire upon your head, which is those missiles. Okay, Revelation 12 and 10, and it reads, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, which is Yahushua. For the accuser," right? Who the main accusers of us? You Edomites, man. All right, begin with you elites on down. All right, I seen one of them small hats today at the truck stop. It says, "For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night." See, you always accusing Jake, all right, which is the sons of Jacob. All right, but what is you Edomites, man? You're the one that's doing the most wickedness in society, man. All right, because you were created to be the wicked, man. And so now everything you was doing behind closed doors, all right, It's being brought to the forefront. It's being brought to the light, man. All right. The scripture says, it speaks about, that's what's done in the dark being brought to the light, man. And there's no difference when it comes to you Edomites, man. All right. The Most High revealed, our iniquities before the whole world. And now, you see the enemies of our people. All right, their iniquities. All right, their wickedness is being brought before the forefront of mainstream news media. Okay, this is Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide the counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? See, and that's the reason why he was doing what he was doing. He paid the mother to bring her daughter, right? Now, it don't mention the mother of the daughter. All right, it mentions him only. All right, but hey, she should be persecuted too, man. That's sick, man. You would give your own 9-year-old daughter away to a man, all right, to sexually assault her, man. Okay, and that was Jake. It's like, bear me 1 second. Let me get some to drink. It's like I'm back. Mouth a little dry. But like I was saying, the works that you were doing in the dark, the Most High see you, man. All right, the Most High and the Son see you, the angels see you, and they report. All right, the Most High have revealed, all right, what you were doing behind closed doors, All right, that's what it says in Jeremiah the 49th chapter, in the 10th verse. It says that, it says the Lord speaking through the prophet Jeremiah. He said, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself." Okay, and that's what's going on. All right, the Most High have revealed you, and you've been put on blast, man. All right, you've been put straight on blast because, you so quick to put Jake on blast. The Most High got you right on the spotlight. Okay. Not this one, Shalaki. Bear me 1 second. Yeah, you always persecuting Jake, man, for any and everything. Okay. Isaiah 47:10. This is the one I want right here. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness," and that's Esau. Okay, that's again, he's the wicked, and he trusts in his wickedness because he don't have the Most High in his thoughts. All right. The Most High is not in all his thoughts, as the scripture said. The book of Psalms speak about that. Excuse me. The book of Psalms speak about that. Right? The Most High is not in all his thoughts. All right? Because why? You were created to be the wicked, and that's what you do. All right? You do wickedly. All right? Day in, day out. Your whole life. All right? Bear with me 1 second. Your whole life is based upon wickedness, man. All right, that's what it says in Proverbs the 4th chapter. All right, they sleep not, except they cause some mischief. All right, and it says, "Yea, in the heart you work wickedness." That's Psalms the 58th chapter. In the heart, referring to your mind. In your mind you work wickedness, man. All right, and you perform it behind closed doors, and the Most High reveal you. See, it says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me." See. And that's Esau for you, man. Start with you small hats, because you get really into, pedophilia, man. All right, this is what this really is, pedophilia, man. All right. It says, "Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me." See? So that's what's going on, all right? You thinking nobody see you, all right? But the Most High, he see you, man. All right, verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. All right, just like what's going on with this John Griffin guy. All right, thou shalt not know whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. See, mischief is going to fall upon you for all your wickedness, man. All right. Again, according to Esau, Jacob, all right, the sons of Jacob is the worst thing in society, man. All right, let Esau tell it. But Esau, he's just this perfect little angel, man. How he portrays himself. Okay. The Most High is revealing you, man. This is the book of Psalms 94 and verse 23. It says, and he shall bring upon them their own iniquity and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. Yeah, and who the main people the Lord is speaking about cutting off? You Edomites, man. It speaks about that in Obadiah. I want to get that. Because you're the main people the Lord is going to cut off, man. All right, let me read it. Obadiah verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So you're the main people the Lord is going to cut off, man. All right, you're the main ones, man. The Lord is going to cut you off, all right, from being a nation, just like you cut off, all right, our nation from being, all right, a nation. You cut off the nation of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, man, from being a nation, all right? Our people don't call themselves Israelites today, except those that know this knowledge and excuse me, and truly understand, the Lord's going to cut you off, man, especially when you are put in the sides of the pit, man, in the kingdom of heaven. When you're in slavery, man, you're going to be reminded of all the evil and wickedness you've done. All right. I can't wait, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing, man. The Lord's going to literally cut you off from being a nation. All right. Psalms, not Psalms, but Isaiah 14 and 22. All right. The Most High ain't going to leave the name, all right, of the nephew and son, and a man. Talking about the lineage of Esau, Edom. Okay. You're going to be cut off, man. This is the Psalms, the 10th chapter. Let's see here. Psalms, I'm gonna start at Psalms 10 and verse 13. Wherefore doeth the wicked contemn the heavenly Father? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thine hand. The poor committed himself unto thee, thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. See? And hey, whew, I'm telling you, man, your wickedness is being sought out, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, because the whole world see who's the real lowlife on this earth, man. And we know that it's Esau, Edom. And that's the reason why the persecution, all right, of our enemies, starting with you Edomites, all right, is going on right now. Okay? Your persecution will not be slacking, all right? It's going to keep on coming, all right, till thou be destroyed, because we're living in a time where, the wicked is getting ready to be judged, man, all right, which is Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man. So with that, Lord willing, this video has been edifying, and I want to say until next time, Shalom and the Bob, Kwame Shalom. All right, Shalom.